I mean, I said this from day one, it would take Bryce a few years. So if you're into paying a kid $3-4 million per year to learn the sport, that's on you. How did year one go? I thought he was terrible. That's not riveting. He wasn't good. You played a soft schedule. He lit up CMU and didn't have as many touchdowns as both of MSU's quarterbacks. Problematic. How did he look in the bowl game? Not good. Now, could he turn into Cam Newton next year? Sure. Who knows? Could be anything. It could be a mystery box. But here's the question I'm asking you. Where are you at with Bryce Underwood? Because yesterday, as a sign of the times, a major announcement. I'm back. I'm like, of course you're back. You didn't hit the portal. Of course you're back. So here's my question. Michigan is in a very unique spot. Unique that they have a player with this immense God-given potential, like Bryce Underwood. Unique in that he's got to learn a whole new offense now. Mm-hmm. New coach, new staff. And unique that we're in the portal era where you could outsource your development. And with this really young, talented Michigan team, you could bring in a veteran for the same money you're paying Bryce. And it's a Fernando Mendoza type guy. It's a guy that has taken thousands of snaps, can learn a playbook in 10 minutes, and probably makes you better next year.
And there's a precedent set that when you look at most playoff teams, and even the 4 teams now, all the quarterbacks are not with the original teams.
They outsourced development.
Right. So let's go and get that guy that can put us over the top. And, you know, for Michigan, I think they're just going to try to be the unicorn and say, no, we're going to develop our own.
And they might be right.
But this was the time I think you would have been okay with cutting bait and saying, oh, it's nothing about the kid, but let's just try and win now. Let's go get Utah's quarterback. Let's bring him here. He knows the system. Let's go.
The problem is, and that's okay. So you nailed it there as far as if I'm hiring a coach from a school, I'm absolutely going to go get his quarterback. Because from day one, I have the ability to do full install. But look, I want to ask, it's about you guys. Where are you at with it? As Wolverine fans, still all in on Bryce? Little shaky? What'd you make of the announcement? And in this hypothetical world, what would your reaction have been if they had reallocated the resources and gone out? And no, I'm not giving Brendan Sorsby $5 million. I think there are better quarterbacks who will get less. But my point would be, what if you had gone and gotten one of those guys? It's all about you. I'm interested now that the dust has settled. There shouldn't be much emotion to this. You watch the games, the season played out, you played 4 teams with a pulse, you lost all 4. Bryce, not good. So, where are you at? And again, the kid said some stupid stuff last summer. I'm not going to make a big thing of it. You've never seen a freshman like me. No, actually, you're just like every freshman I've seen. And that's, again, he'll learn. It'll come in time. Could Bryce end up being everything that you were promised? Of course. But I don't know that that's going to be this year. You know, we talk about Julian Sayin. That's a guy that was in school for 3 years. Arch Manning, 3 years. Like, it takes time. I don't understand investing, 3.5 last year, another 3.5. There's rumors floating around the kid got a raise. I don't know what you're paying him more for, but so be it. Like, what are you going to do? Just pour millions in until the day maybe comes? Versus, I guarantee if you took $4 million, you could go get an all-American caliber quarterback. Mm-hmm. Are you telling me you're not better next year with Sam Leavitt?
Or you can go get, with that money, you probably can get a quarterback and a wide receiver and come in there and hit the ground running.
So and again, but it's about what they want. It's their program. I'm interested.
You're right.
I'm not going to beg. I'm just interested in Michigan fans who have been radio silent since their coach couldn't keep his dingling in his pants. Okay, your season's done. What do you want to do? Where are you at with Bryce? And again, he's back. You're married to him. It is interesting for a new staff to now partake in the development. How do I know? First of all, everything Bryce learned in year one, we're throwing in the garbage now. It's a completely different system. I also don't love this. Look, Utah, when they have a Cam Rising or a Devin Dampier, you got to take out the Bryson Barnes era, the pig farmer. That was just desperation. They were down to like their 7th-string guy. Like, it's a different system in how they run it. Yet, I could carve out some similarities, putting 2-3 tight ends on the field, but they run the hell out of the football. If I'm going to develop Bryce, that doesn't feel like that doesn't feel like that's what's going to happen here. So again, your reaction to the Whittingham-Underwood marriage, Underwood telling everyone he's back when he never left. I really don't understand anything that's happening. No. But tell me where you're at.
No, because college football is showing you that you really want to go and get your quarterback, and your quarterback almost becomes your final piece to the puzzle. You put it all together and then bring in select QB, and you go out and try and win a title.
And you're right. Miami went and got Carson Beck. Indiana went and got Mendoza. Ole Miss went and got Trinidad Chambliss. And Oregon went and got Dante Moore. Mm-hmm. They've outsourced the development. Can you do it your way? Sure, why not? It's just, are you willing to wait? And look, here's the thing. It's a tough spot because I do think deep down there are plenty of Michigan fans who are like, it's nothing against the kid, but can't we go get better and win right now? But they're not going to call up and say it because you don't speak against the family.
That's true. You can use a fake name. But, yeah, I would like to know if
you'll be ostracized.
Okay.
They won't let you in the little Go Blue Club. You can't touch the banner.
Gotcha.
Or coach the O-line.
Oh, boy. 248-539-9797. Let it play out.
This thing on. 248-539-9797. Kenny, you're an outsider, and you're not a scumbag Sparty. So you should be able to have a credible opinion. Because, again, my opinion, it doesn't matter. I want their opinions. It's their quarterback. What would you, if you're a Wolverine fan, where are you at with the Bryce thing? And is what I'm saying about the portal insanity or is it reality?
Well, am I allowed to speak my mind openly as a Wolverine fan?
Well,
because you said it. It's
yes, you are.
No, in all seriousness, you were right when you said, could he turn into something? Yeah, of course he could. That's a gamble that you have to make. But also my issue with this is you wasted a whole year of him now, and now you have a new head coach. He's going to have to learn a new system. He's going to have to relearn everything in the play. Like it's going to be a whole new thing for him. Mm-hmm. So I think it makes just much more sense to, bite the bullet, pay the money, go to the portal, do whatever you need to do. I'm with you on the portal stuff. Because if it was my school and that happened to me, if I recruited a kid, paid him a bunch of money, it didn't work out, had to fire my head, like all these things had to happen, I would immediately just, if my system is changing, my quarterback has to change with it and also match that system. And who's to say Bryce is going to be able to adapt to that?
Right. And again, if you're in this portal era, this is part of the folly of paying these 5-star high school quarterbacks all this money, when you can just get the finished product at the end of the rainbow.
Right.
Ask Nebraska if they feel like their investment in Dylan Raiola was worth it. Look around. Look at who is in the playoff. And the outsourcing of that QB development seems to be the way. Yeah. Because when you bring in a Fernando Mendoza or a Carson Beck or a Chambliss, you're getting a product.
That person's already been groomed. That person's already been developed, and now they've moved on. You don't have to do the dirty work. It's almost like you don't have to sit through and endure all the interceptions, all the bad games, all the fumbles. They get it out of their system someplace else.
And when you think about it,
then they go to play championship.
Like with Bryce too, there's a lot of unbelievable potential. But man, there's the road of sports is littered with failed potential things. I just don't get the wisdom in giving away seasons when you're Michigan and it's playoff or bust. You gave away this season because you started him. I would never have started him this year. You could pay him the money. I was never starting him. Okay, you started him. What did he do against teams with a pulse? Suboptimal. And then I could throw in the Northwestern game too where he was no good. The point is, okay, so I did that once. Now I'm going to do it again? Versus, hold on. We're way over time. So I will get to all the phone calls next. Sorry about that. 97.1.